Hey guys, welcome to the 14th episode of the Book Nook. I'm your host Olivia, and for today's episode, I'm going to be talking about the most overrated and underrated books. So, first, for overrated books, the first book I want to talk about is Shatter Me by Ture Mafi. This book is so overrated because I really don't understand why this book is so popular. Like, what is all this hype even about? I have seen so many things on Book Talk about how great Shatter Me is. Literally, all my friends were saying that they love this book, so I, um, because of all of the positive reviews I was hearing, I thought that this book was like amazing, so great. And then I read the book, and it's actually like, it's okay, it's kind of mid. Um, it's a very like interesting book because I like the dystopian part of the book, but like some parts of the book were just like weird. Like I don't know. I have mixed feelings about this book because I love the world, I love the dystopian setting, and I love Juliet's powers. People were really over exaggerating like how good this book was. They were like, "Oh, it's amazing. It's the best dystopian book ever." But it's not really the best dystopian book, but I would say it's a pretty good book. At least the first one was. It kind of like as the series progresses, the books kind of get worse and worse. But I mean, that's very like normal. That's basically every book series ever. Like the first one is super great. Like it starts off so strong, but then like the more books you read, the worse it gets. So, I don't think Shatter Me is that bad. It's just not really my style. Um, yeah, it's not horrible, but it's also not the best. So, yeah, this book I think is very overrated. Like, I would personally rate this like a 7 out of 10 because it's okay. Like, I could read it again. Like, it's not horrible, but it's also not like one of my favorite books ever. It's not like the best book I've ever read. It's not even in my top like 10 books. It's not even in like my top 50 books, honestly. Like, this is the kind of book that I would read if I was bored and if there were no other books available, I would just like pick up this book. For me, it's kind of like a last resort type of thing. But that being said, it's not as bad as It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. Yeah, so I've talked about this book a lot on the Book Nook, and it's pretty bad. Like, objectively, it's just bad. Like, not even my opinion. Like, I know a lot of people will agree with me on this, but It Ends With Us is a pretty bad book. Yeah, there's just so many things are wrong with this book. I really don't know what made Colleen Hoover write this book. Like, did she think that this was a good plot? Like, when she was writing this book, was she thinking that this book was good? Because it's really not. Sorry, not sorry, but, yeah, and I watched the movie, on Netflix, like, a few days ago because I was just really curious to see how bad it was, because I wanted to make fun of it, so I watched it out of curiosity. I didn't even watch the whole thing. I watched, like, half of it, and I skipped, like, the entire middle part. I basically only watched, like, a few minutes at the beginning and then a few minutes at the end, because, like, I already know the whole plot, and I just like fast forwarded like the whole time. And honestly, the movie is like so bad. I really shouldn't like. I really wish I hadn't watched that movie because it's just really really bad. Because like if you take a bad book and you turn it into a movie, like it's obviously gonna be bad. But I didn't know that It Ends With Us was gonna be that bad. I mean, the acting was good from Justin Baldoni and Blake Lively. Their performances were pretty good, right? It's just like the script, the book, like the source material, it's all really bad. The plot was bad. Yeah, but I think it was well casted. I think the cast was great. At least like the cast really fits the characters. But I really don't like the whole plot of It Ends With Us. Like, I can't say this enough, but it is just so bad. Like, I don't know how a book could be that bad. And the part that gets me so mad is there's already another Colleen Hoover movie out. It's called Regretting You, I think, and it stars Mason Thames and what's her name? McKenna Grace. Yes, McKenna Grace from Young Sheldon. I remember. Oh, she's one of my favorite actors. She's amazing. But also Mason Thames and McKenna Grace, they have such good chemistry. Like I haven't even watched the movie, but I watched the trailer and it looked actually really cute because they have good on-screen chemistry together, and um, yeah. So I think Reminder. Wait, I think Regretting You, the movie is gonna be better than It Ends With Us, definitely. Um, but yeah, I just don't know why they keep making more movies based on Colleen Hoover books. Like they're literally probably gonna make It Starts With Us and like November 9. Like, and literally I was at the movie theater the other day because I was watching Wicked for Good. Um, and before the movie started, one of the trailers was for Reminders of Him by Colleen Hoover, and I was like, what? While I was watching the whole trailer, I was like, oh my goodness, there's no way they made another movie based on a Colleen Hoover book because her books are so bad. I can't imagine, why would a producer want to make Colleen Hoover movies knowing how It Ends With Us, the movie ended, with the drama with the actors and everything. Like it ended really badly. Like the movie turned out like okay, it was decent, right? In terms of the acting, not like the plot. But like the story was bad, but the acting was good. So I don't know why producers would want to make more Colleen Hoover movies, cuz like it isn't making sense to me because like I don't think anyone's even gonna want to watch these movies. Like, who in their right mind actually likes Colleen Hoover, and who would pay money to go see a Colleen Hoover movie? Not me, that's for sure. And just Colleen Hoover, all of her books in general are so overrated. I don't understand what the hype is. I don't get it. It's not making sense to me, okay? The math is not mathing because if Colleen Hoover actually like wrote good books, like if her books were just like a tiny bit better, if the stories were interesting and if the plots were like very interesting, then I wouldn't be mad about it. But like her plots are so bad. Her characters, the plots, like the character arcs, everything is bad about her books. So I don't know why they keep making more movies, and I don't know why Colleen Hoover keeps writing more bad books. Like I'm sorry, but ugh. Like if she thinks that her books are great, then like that's great for her. Like that's good for her. But like why are you doing all of this? I don't understand. And I really don't understand, what do people see in these books that make them think, "Oh, this book is so good." Like what? Like what? And like why are all of her books so popular on Book Talk? I really don't understand cuz like they're not really that good. Like I'm being really honest, guys. Like you know that this podcast is a very honest podcast. I'm always all about like my hot takes and like controversial opinions, but I don't think this is even a hot take. Like this shouldn't be a hot take. I feel like everyone just like knows that Colleen Hoover is a bad author. I feel like everyone knows that like her books are pretty bad. Like I'm just saying, because how can books that bad be so popular? But then like the most like well written books are like so underrated, like they're so unknown and they're so unpopular, like nobody knows about some of these like great books that I'm gonna talk about next. It's really crazy to me, it blows my mind because I feel like Book Talk just makes romance books, like bad romance books, so popular and so overrated and like trending, and I don't like that. I don't really understand that. And Book Talk is making all of these romance authors so famous, so popular, when they can't even like write a good book. So yeah, that is my main problem with Colleen Hoover's books. Yeah. Okay, so now that we've talked about overrated books, let's talk about some underrated books. So the first one is Girl in the Blue Coat by Monica Hess. I love this book so much, you guys. This was the first book review and the first episode I've ever done on the Book Nook, and I love this book so much. It's so amazing. I really can't stress enough how amazing this book is. So basically, this book is a historical fiction book, and it takes place during the Holocaust. The protagonist is this girl named Haneke, and she is working in the resistance selling black market goods to people. So she's doing a lot of like illegal stuff, but basically one day one of her customers asks her to find this missing girl named Mirjam, and so Haneke has to go find this girl, right? And she does a whole investigation, and this book is really, really interesting because not only is it historical fiction, but it's also mystery as well. And I love a good mystery book. I love the suspense and like the thrill of reading mystery books. And I also love history as well. I'm a huge history nerd, so this book was literally perfect. It was just so well written, so beautiful. The plot, the theme, characters, everything about this book is just so great. Like there was not a single thing in this book that I didn't like. So I am gonna rate this book like a 9 out of 10. It's really, really, really good. It's so underrated. I feel like not a lot of people know about this book because it's just so like hidden. It's so like it's just like really underrated. I don't hear anyone talking about this book, and people should be talking about this book. Like I need this book to go viral and like blow up on Book Talk because more people really need to read this book. It's amazing. And like it's probably gonna make you cry too because it's like kind of sad. But yeah. Okay, now the second underrated book is The Thing with Feathers by Mikal Hoyle. So this book was also very, very, very good. It's so amazing. I love this book so much. But so in this book, the main character is Emily, and she has epilepsy, and it's kind of like a secret. No one really knows about it. She kind of keeps it to herself because she doesn't want people to like judge her or like make fun of her for her epilepsy. But she is going to school for the first time because she's been homeschooled for like her whole life, but now she's finally going to a real public high school, and that is a very interesting adventure for her. She has all these new experiences for the first time, and she learns throughout this book that having epilepsy isn't something to be ashamed of, and I think that is great. Also, it's really cute because she meets this guy, Chatham, and they fall in love. They go on a lot of dates together. They end up dating. So it's so cute. I love it. Like, I love them as a couple. It's so cute. So this book is really, really sweet. I love this book so much. It's very heartwarming. It's the perfect book for people that like feel-good stories. Yeah. Okay. I would probably rate this an 8 out of 10. 8.5 out of 10. Really good. Highly recommend it. Okay, now the last underrated book is An Invisible Thread by Laura Scroff. So this book is a memoir, and it basically focuses on Laura Scroff and Maurice's friendship. Laura Scroff meets Maurice on the streets of New York City. Maurice is this 10-year-old boy, I think, when they first meet, and he is pretty poor. He's not doing too well. He has a rough family life, so he was asking people for money on the streets, and then she sees him, right? And then instead of giving him money, she buys him food from McDonald's, which is so cute and very sweet. But they end up doing that every week. Like every Monday they get McDonald's, and like they meet up for dinner, and that starts the whole friendship, and it's so cute and it's so sweet. This book is also very heartwarming. It's very emotional. I feel like this book is so great. It's so amazing. Very beautifully written. So just like heartwarming. Yeah. I don't know why this book isn't popular. Like this book, actually, I feel like this book isn't as underrated as like The Thing with Feathers and Girl in the Blue Coat. I feel like people have read this book. But I feel like this book needs to be more popular. This book needs to be turned into a movie. This book needs to be like so popular because like why hasn't this book gone viral? Like why? I feel like no one really talks about this book. Like, it isn't talked about enough. The themes of this book are so powerful, they're so great, and I love this book so much. Like, I can't, like, tell you guys how much I love this book. I've read this book like 10 times already, and I just got it like a few months ago. I got it in the summer. So it's been like 4 months since I've got this book, and I've read it so many times already. Yeah, I definitely would rate this book like a 10 out of 10. It's so good, so amazing. You guys really need to check this book out. Okay, now that is it for today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Today's episode was a little shorter than usual because next week I'm gonna do a really, really fun episode. So stay tuned for that. It's gonna be a very special episode. So yeah. Remember to subscribe to the Book Nook if you haven't already. We just hit 100 subscribers, guys. Thank you guys so much. Let's try to hit 500. And also like this video and comment down below. Also follow the official Book Nook Instagram account and subscribe to the Book Nook newsletter on Substack. The latest newsletter article for last month was Christmas gift guide for bookworms, so definitely go check it out if you haven't already. Okay, I'll see you guys next week. Thanks for watching. I'm your host Olivia Im, signing off.